Hey gang, it's Gavin. Life on Earth is pretty gravy these days, but things weren't always so sweet. Here are 8 nightmarish animals you'll be glad are extinct. Number 8, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Must go faster. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was possibly the most indomitable creature ever. Fun fact for you logophiles, tyran comes from the Greek word tyrannos, that in English we'd recognize as tyrant, and Rex comes from Latin and translates to king. So Tyrannosaurus Rex literally means tyrant king. The name is very apropos because the T-Rex is one of the largest and most fearsome predators in the history of the planet. It was at the tippy top of its food chain and categorically badass except for its lame little arms. Looks like somebody skipped push-up day. Hey, T-Rex, why don't you give yourself a round of, oh, sorry. The largest complete T-Rex specimen is located in the Museum of Natural History in Chicago. It measures 40 feet in length and stands at 12 feet tall. Based on the bone structure, it is estimated that this beast weighed a whopping 10.2 metric tons. How much is that, Gavin? Well, it's 10,200 kilograms. How much is that? I don't know. Do I look like I understand the metric system? Scientists have posited that the T-Rex's bite is the strongest of any land animal to have ever lived. It had several sets of different teeth that all served a unique purpose. The front teeth were just perfect for gripping and pulling. The side teeth performed the very important task of tearing into the flesh, and the back ones diced the meat of its prey into nice bite-sized pieces. Based on its muscle distribution, scientists have estimated that the T-Rex could reach speeds of 20 miles an hour. The average running speed for humans is about 12 miles an hour, so this behemoth could run circles around most of us and then gobble us up when it gets bored. T-Rex doesn't want to be fed, he wants to hunt. Number 7, the Direwolf. During the Pleistocene era, the direwolf, which is also known as Canis dirus, roamed up and down the region that today is known as North and South America. The direwolf was larger than our modern and watered-down wolves. What's more impressive than their size was the strength of their redoubtable bite. Their vicious bite was the strongest of any wolf species ever. Moreover, their teeth were atypically sizable and were designed to efficiently shear their victims. These teeth could easily crush the bones of their prey. This allowed the direwolf to extract that delicious and nutritious bone marrow, not letting any of their kill go to waste. Their canines will crunch your K-spine. Several preserved specimens of the direwolf were found in the La Brea tar pits in LA. Fun fact, I once took a girl out on our first date to the La Brea tar pits. It was our last date. I think I overestimated the romance level of prehistoric animals trapped in pits of tar. Dating's hard. What scientists have gleaned from the tar pit finds was that the dire wolves likely hunted in packs. Their main prey consisted mostly of horses, bison, and freaking mastodons. These guys did not mess around. You better believe that if this wolf is huffing and puffing, your house is coming down.
Before we move on, be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell button to get notified of new videos, and we always appreciate a big thumbs up.
Number 6, the Sarkasukas. Next up on our list is the Sarkasukas. Bless you. Thank you. So I think we can all agree that the crocodile is the worst and most terrifying animal on the planet. At the very least, it's in the top 3. Well, the Sarkasukas makes our crocodile look like the Geico gecko. The modern crocodile measures about 20 feet in length, but the Sarkasukas clocks in at an outrageous 40 feet. That's the length of a bus, and it weighed 17,000 pounds. Thankfully, it went extinct about 112 million years ago because this big guy would have taken down large terrestrial prey for a quick snack. Hey, I've got a time machine. Would you like to travel to the prehistoric times? Hard pass! Number 5. Swooping in at number 5 is the Forus rossidea, or more commonly known by its moniker, the terror bird. The terror bird was ginormous. It stood at an impressive 10 feet tall. I sort of wish these things were still around. Frying up one of these bad boys would really take football Sundays to the next level. I'm gonna need a tub of buffalo sauce over here. The terror bird had a large head and a super powerful beak, which allowed them to deliver a devastating strike to their prey. These chicks could reach speeds of 30 miles an hour, and the momentum produced by their heavy heads would usually inflict a fatal strike. Their extinction is believed to have been precipitated by environmental changes. Number 4, the Smilodon. Essentially just a massive and ferocious cat. Some say the Smilodon was a perfect predator. The Smilodon is the most widely known species of what is colloquially called the saber-toothed tiger. They lived in and ruled North America during the Pleistocene era approximately 11,000 years ago. They could weigh up to 800 pounds. Their hairballs would have been the size of a baby. But of course, the most salient feature was their huge canines, which could grow up to 12 inches. Paleontologists believe that the Smilodon would hide in trees and pounce on their unsuspecting prey, raining down death from the sky. Smilodons would plunge those long teeth into the prey's neck and then just peace out and wait for the thing to drain. They were complete jerks. The Smilodons hunted in groups and actually existed at the same time as ancient humans. Number 3. Next up is the big, the bad, the bold Megalodon! This prodigious predator was one of the most dangerous animals in the sea during the Pliocene era. Its name, Megalodon, comes from the Greek language and roughly translates to big tooth. You know the expression, there's always a bigger fish? That doesn't apply to the Megalodon. Based on the size of the discovered teeth and vertebrae, scientists contend that the Meg resembled the great white shark. But there is one massive difference. The Meg had a length of 200 feet. This Leviathan had a bite force of 18 tons, which would give it the strongest bite of any animal in history. It could crack open giant turtles like peanut shells. Researchers theorized that notwithstanding its size, the Megalodon was a nimble predator. It would bite off the fins of its prey, inhibiting their ability to escape. Then the Meg would just go to town on the rest of the animal. A non-trivial amount of experts agree that the Megalodon was arguably the most formidable carnivore to ever have existed. Some, likely specious theories, argue that the Megalodon may not be extinct and still lurks in the vast unknown depths of the world's oceans. Surf's up? Number 2. Number 2 is truly the stuff that nightmares are made of. It's called the Polemonoscorpius, and it was a huge scorpion that is said to have been 3 feet long. The first fossil discovery was found in Scotland, where all the archaeologists immediately soiled their kilts. It's believed that they walked on the earth around 300 million years ago. What's truly disconcerting about the Polemonoscorpius is its dimensions. Based on their size, their stinger would have been about 8 inches long. A sting from that thing would have gone straight through you, like when Shelob stabbed Frodo with her stinger when he was climbing the stairs of Cirith Ungol on his way to Mount Doom. Thankfully, Sam was able to fend Shelob off with the Phial of Galadriel. Am I right? Where are my Lord of the Rings fans at? Number 1. Slithering into our number 1 spot is the Titanoboa. This serpent is the largest genus of snake to ever be discovered. It is believed to have been an apex predator, which means it sits on top of its particular food chain, which is just great for the Titanoboa, but real lame for everything else. It's estimated to have weighed approximately 2,500 pounds and to have grown up to a length of 50 feet. And scientists believe that this snake's favorite dance was the mamba. The Titanoboa called Earth's tropical regions its home around 60 million years ago. It mostly ate fish, but when it decided to snack on larger prey, the Titanoboa would wrap its massive body around the unfortunate victim and pop them like bubble wrap. Then, because this thing is just pure demon spawn, it would swallow its meal whole. So you got an alligator inside of a snake. Just a pure nightmare. Fossils from 28 of these animals were discovered in a network of caves in Colombia in 2009, which is when the animal was dubbed the Titanoboa. Let's all be grateful that these snakes are just part of history. Thanks for watching. Which of these extinct creatures did you find to be the most terrifying? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and become a Badger Buddy. See you next time.